So the weird thing about women is this. They'll do anything that gives them personal satisfaction, no matter how embarrassing it is to their man. And these types of public displays happen very often. Sometimes a woman will openly flirt with a man. I've had plenty of women openly flirt with me. I'm not talking about in the past, I'm talking about recently. This year, this month, while they're with their man. I've had women slide me their numbers while they're with their man. I've had women blow kisses at me while they're with their man. I've had a woman squeeze my butt while she's with her man. Just walk by. I know the dude. Walk up, man, dap the dude, man. We chopping it up, man. The woman squeezing my butt. I've had a guy stop me, man, said, "Doc, what's good, man?" So, I finally recognized who he was. Called him, man. We stopped and chopped it up, man. Man, his girl sat there the whole time, man, and did everything in her power to let me know how interested she was in me. How interested she was in me. But somebody sent me a video on IG. But someone sent me a video on IG that tops all of that. Here is Salt Bae again. The chef guy sprinkling the salt all over things. What he does with this woman, and really all he's doing is feeding the woman. But the way he gives this woman his meat is a total embarrassment to the man that's sitting beside her. Any respectable woman would have held up her plate. Put this on the plate, bruh. But not this chick. If a woman embarrasses you this way, you must exit stage left or forever be disrespected. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, to keep it a buck with you, man, this isn't surprising. This is something that men should expect. This is something that men should be aware of. This is something that men should be okay with. Because these types of things will happen. There's nothing you can do about it, nothing you can say about it. If a woman is this type of woman, you can't change her. You can't love this out of her. You can't like this out of her. You can't trick this out of her. She's going to be this way. So if this woman would do this in front of this man, who knows what she would do if he wasn't there? You have to understand that when you're out with your woman, she's on her best behavior. And if this is her best behavior, can you imagine what her worst behavior is? Can you even wrap your mind around the concept of what her worst behavior might be? Because I'm telling you like this, it will be something that will ruin you emotionally if you are emotionally caught up with this woman. That's what I preach now, and I will continue to preach. Why have a woman who has been with another man? It makes no sense. If you don't meet a woman who hasn't been with another man, you just never have a woman. Why settle for that? Men are too busy telling themselves, well, that type of woman isn't available, so I might as well settle for this type of woman. Okay, you ain't got to settle for nothing. You mean to tell me if a cooked steak ain't available, you gonna eat a raw steak, or are you just gonna be a vegetarian? Or are you just gonna eat chicken? You can make a compromise on a whole bunch of things, but men act like making a compromise on not having a certain quality of woman, a low quality woman, is something that they can't do. And I'm gonna tell you like this, if you're the type of man who loves having a woman around you so much that you'll take any woman, then you're just like a wall banger in the brain. And it makes no sense to be that way. This woman is disrespectful, she's loose, and she's not sexually interested in the man that she's with. Because let me tell you what would have happened if this was my woman and she even did this. I'm going to tell you exactly what would have happened if it was my woman and she did this. If this was my woman and she did this, she'd have taken that meat from that dude, put half of it in her mouth, and turn around, man, and kiss me, and I'd have bit the other half off, man, and we'd sat there making out with meat in our mouths. That didn't sound good. We'd have sat there making out with steak in our mouths. That woman had that experience all to herself. That sensual exchange She blocked that man out during that sensual exchange. If your woman blocks you out during a sensual exchange, something's wrong with you. I tell you, men, all the time, if your woman has a bunch of toys around, you know what I mean? Intimate toys. Man, she views sensuality and sexuality as something outside of your relationship. And you keep her anyway? It makes no sense. You men don't understand the basics. Ain't no some beta male, some Johnny gonna come in here and say, well, that'll be all right. Sometimes the woman just want to please herself, that'll be all right. Sometimes the woman won't please herself. Sometimes the woman will be by herself and do her own thing, that'll be all right. Ain't got nothing to do with you. See, there's a problem, that'll be all right. You old jealous-hearted fellow, that'll be all right. That's how come women don't want to be around you, that'll be all right. Because you jealous and you don't want a woman to pleasure herself, that'll be all right. What you think she doing? Cheating on you because she got a toy, that'll be all right. Ha ha, you don't know that, that'll be all right. Unsubscribe. Okay, unsubscribe, sucker, but before you go, let me tell you this. It ain't about a woman pleasing herself. But let me tell you something, fool. If your woman got a fake wood pleasing herself, in her mind, that's somebody's wood. Because it's an inanimate object. And so she has to fantasize to make it real. And if it was you she was fantasizing about, she wouldn't wait till you were downstairs playing Madden in your little man cave. She wouldn't wait till you were outside washing the car so you could ride around looking good with her in the car. She come out there, and next thing you know, you got a pent on the car. I've done it. That's how it works for me. Because I understand when a woman isn't intimately into me, when a woman isn't sexually into me. It ain't no slap in the face. Everybody you meet ain't gonna be sexually into you. And if your woman ain't sexually into you, how the hell she became your woman in the first place? There are men involved in a relationship with women, man, who view sensuality and sexuality as a single thing while they call themselves in a relationship. But she's not in a relationship with you. You're in a relationship with her. And if you're a dude that's just out on a random date with a woman, I'm going to be honest with you. If you and a woman haven't made enough connection for her to view you intimately like that and share an intimate moment with you just without even thinking about it, then why you got her at Salt Bae anyway? You should have her at, what's that place called? I call it the step up from fast food, Applebee's. You should have her somewhere like that. You men don't understand when you have a woman around you who doesn't like you. You think because the woman lets you take her out, she likes you. Nah, she likes food. And this woman right here, obviously, likes Salt Bae. Because he sprinkles this little salt, his little pixie dust. He sprinkles the little pixie dust, lifts it up, puts it out for her mouth, and she goes for it like she's swallowing a sword. And maybe in her mind, in her fantasies, she was. But by the way she totally ignored the dude beside her, in her fantasy it wasn't his. I'm not sure it was Salt Bae's, but I know it wasn't his. You guys got to stop letting these women dog you out and mistreat you, man, because you owe it to yourself to only have women around you on a serious level who are into you. If she's not into you, there's a cap on your availability to her and on the positions in your life that are available to her as well. The bottom line is this. Women are disrespectful without even trying to be sometimes. But this is an egregious display of disrespect and sexual disinterest. And I bet this dude sitting next to her don't even understand that. He probably thinks this means something good for him. Oh, I got a freak on my hands now, boy. Woo, woo, woo. You only got a freak on your hands for that one night at dinner. Like Luther Vandross says, if only for one night. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not.